who have been lost to time, but Julian Riverton is not one of them. And there's such a hopefulness about that to me, that the very fact the series exists, and I think the series itself, because if I know Kane, he's going to be really weird and meta with it, I think the series itself shows symbolism of how it brought the giant back, about how it created something new out of the memory of what used to be. Because when we build so much off of our thoughts and where we've been, how can we afford to lose any of our memory? And I think that's what the oldest view is. Memory. Like quite literally, I think the term the oldest view equals the word memory. I believe the oldest view can be seen as the fear of forgetting. Julian was once a respected and remembered man, but as time passed, his existence faded. Years later, his image would be revived in the Rolling Giant, but much like the Valley View Mall, a thing once loved by many, the Giant and Julian with it would be forgotten again. The themes play a lot into diminished monuments like ruined buildings and forgotten landmarks. I think Wyatt stepped into a manifestation of the past, things that used to be, and perhaps the Giant simply...
How long has that been going? Yeah, I was listening to Wendigoon while I was getting ready for the stream, and I forgot to pause it. Oops.
simply wants to be remembered.
No, stop, Wendigoon. Shush. What page am I even looking for? Oh. The show exclusive to bringing Bobbert his chickens. Let's see if Bobbert wants any chickens right now, since we got our phone ringing. He does not. We'll have to come back later. Okay, so a couple of things before we get started. I have done some things off camera again. So, I don't remember how this was before. I think I had rearranged my chickens previously, because I went to Mochi's place. But, in case I didn't, I'm just going to show off the entire ranch. So, I've got my tangles over here, and my booms over here. And, all four of these out here are chicken plots. Painted for the tangles and briars for the booms. And I got a coop there and a coop here. And I did Victor's thing some more until I unlocked the better drone. So, you'll see now that my drone is doing two things at once. He's gathering the plorts and he's feeding the chickens. And the new drone looks like he's stuck. Excuse me. He might be kind of dumb. Anyway, he looks like this. So instead of looking like a little bee, he looks like a little missile. I still think he's cute though. But yeah, I've got one of those in here, and then, like I was saying, I did Mochi's thing. And I think I moved the basic one from out here into Mochi's place to handle my chickens, although I don't know if she's actually doing that, because I don't know if chickens actually function. Or if the chickens actually grow. Oh no, I've got an advanced one in here too. Alright. Oh yeah, because I didn't realize before that this river, I could put puddle plorts in here. Or puddle slimes in here. So I've got another batch of puddle slimes playing in the river down here. So they're down here. And then I have regular chickens, painteds, briars, and stonies. All are got an escapee. All out here. And this bot is gathering puddle ports and collecting chickens. And I also put one of these down, and it's also down behind the slimes that I just showed you. And it's basically whenever I gather the painted and as the drone back on the ranch gathers the painteds and stuff, he kind of leaves the roosters because I don't feed the roosters to anything. So I have a corresponding one of those, and it's like a little warp station. Whoop, don't go in there. Right here, and I'll just go in and gather up all the roosters and put them away. And I don't take them out, or I don't take all of them out, because as you could see just now probably, every once in a while the roosters will just get old and die, and I have to replace them. So 2 roosters for there. This one has 2 roosters in it. This one has 3 roosters in it. So that's what happens, is the roosters start to like outnumber the hens a little bit. And when that happens, I'll just kind of scoop them up and throw them into that thing. Has Bobber called yet? No, I don't care about either of you. Yeah. So I basically just have to go around and water my drones. I should have done mochis while I was there. Hold on. Yum. And then I also have a little guy in here, and he's just a basic drone. He still just does one task. But what he does is he takes all the fruit. Oh, I have 2 guys in here. Are y'all doing the same thing? Y'all are doing the same thing. So I just have 2 guys that collect all my fruit and put them into this silo. And then I have warp stations in here, so that way I can take like the mangoes and the phase lemons. And I thought I had one more, but maybe I just need to build more. But take those, and I have their corresponding stations in where their corresponding slimes are. So that's like my little fruit grove over there. And then, if I come in here, where the slimes that eat those things are, I can just come, let's see, these guys, for some reason I put their warp station like all the way over here, but I can check how much food they need. So they have 34, so they need like 60-ish, 70-ish, 76 I think. So I can just come over here and pull out 76 mangoes and fill up their feeder. Instead of having to fill up my entire inventory with all of the fruit, I just have it available to pull out. I guess I didn't need 76, so how did I end up grabbing way too many? I just did my math wrong, I guess. Yeah, so I also need, I guess, 66 phase lemons, which I have the station for right here. So I can just pull these out. And jam it in here. And I still just have like another basic drone in here who's collecting the plorts because I don't really need them to do anything else. And then these guys, I have onions, and I also have a warp station for onions. But they don't need them right now. And I'll show you where that one is here in just a second. But you guys have 65 and 82, so y'all are good. And then I also fully upgraded my 7Z Corporation status, so I have no more upgrades in regards to that. So I got the royal apiary and the abyssal pump and all of that. Oh, whoops. Didn't mean to grab that. Go back over there. Yeah, I have all my puddles still in here because it's free real estate. So now I just have 2 empty plots out here, and I still have this here. I'm going to also move this one into the grove as soon as I have emptied it out. I just haven't emptied it out yet, and since you can't just pick it up, you have to destroy it and remake it. I'm going to make sure it's empty before I do that. But yeah, and then I have these guys. I need to put a drone down here somewhere, but I don't think I have one. Yeah, no. No drones. So I'm going to empty this silo first so I can destroy it, and then I'm going to dump all of this into there. Which I can do a little bit of right now. So that way I can destroy the silo, and then I'll have 3 empty plots here. What is blinding me? Also, Onion got out of the noodle bed, and Peach immediately got into it, so the kitty on the cat cam today, which has for some reason disappeared. There it is. Kitty on the cat cam today is Peach. At least for right now. Until she decides to get up and go cause chaos somewhere. Oh, and as you can obviously see, I moved the phosphors from the cave into, like, out here. And I put their little sunroof on, so they're not gonna disappear in the daylight. So I've only got like 60 more of those to pull out, and then these guys. The Q-berries, which are being fed to these guys right here. And those are the only ones I think that I don't have a warp station for, or maybe I do, because I unlocked a gold warp station, so I guess that'll be for these guys here. I just have to make it first. But yeah. So there's that. And then... Oh, actually, I think I have 3 coops. Outside. I'll show you those in a second, because I said I was going to show you where I have my vegetables first. And that is that I also unlocked Odkins plates. So now this is basically my garden area. And I have a little bot out here doing my farming for me too. So he's collecting all my onions and stuff. So I have 2 plots of onions because those are almost as hard as chickens to get a hold of. And then I have the ochas. I think these are heartbeats and silver parsnips. Also, I put the scare slimes in here just because I didn't feel like clicking around it, and they wiggle. I can bounce off of them. It's so cool. But yeah, I have a warp station for the onions and a warp station for the parsnips. The parsnip one is full, the onion one is far from it. Although I can fill it up right now. And as you can see by all the full slots in this silo, the little worker bee has been hard at work. I'm also gonna... I need to manually grab the carrots, though, which is a problem, because I don't have... I don't have any, like, once I put down that gold warp station, it's gonna be my last warp station. I don't think I get any more. I'm gonna have to, like, place this last one down wisely, I guess. But yeah. So I have these for, that's the wrong one. I have these for delivering my veggies to where they need to be. Also, we can have a quick look around Ogden's place since we've never been in here before. It's just, like, he's got a little greenhouse, I guess, up here. I can't go inside any of these buildings, by the way, so if you were hoping to see where he actually lives, that's a no-go. My bad. Actually, not my bad. I didn't do this. Oh, he's also, like, got, like, a little garden patch out here where he just grows stuff. So there's, like, cocoa fruit, and then he's got, like, these mosses, and these mushrooms, which you can't harvest, but that's just, like, a decorative mushroom patch. And then he's got these cactuses. That's all for right there. And then he's got this little tree area, which had a thing in it. A treasure pod. It's full of, like, looks like indigo quarry stuff. Which is interesting. But yeah, that's the rest of his place. And now you know where my vegetables are grown. Go ahead and just deposit this and these pedal ports right here. But, basically also since I finished the 7Z Rewards Club thing, I really don't have any use for the money in this game anymore. At least not that I'm aware of, aside from just buying blueprints, which I think I've bought every blueprint that needs buying. But yeah, if I go in here and I click on the Rewards Club, like, I'm done. There's nothing left. And you can see that my slime statue out here now has a crown on it. So it's all finished. Stacked up 4 high. Yeah. And then the rest of my guys are over here in the lab. My rads, my pink hunters. I also put down a water pump so that way if I ever need to go into Victor's thing to get more of those cubes, since he steals my water, I can just come over here and top up instead of having to go through the dock portal. You guys hungry? Nope, y'all are pretty much full. Oh, and I don't know if I showed y'all this, but I have like 20 pink slimes back here. It's like a whole... Actually, it looks like there's less than 20 in there now. I don't know what happened to them. But since pink florts were, like, a problem for me to be gathering for a while, I just went out and sucked up a whole bunch and brought them back here, and that's what I use this back corral for. So, I have absolutely no shortage of pink florts anymore, as you will be able to see just as soon as I show you. Yeah, I have almost 600 now, so not hurting on that front anymore. Let's see, I need... What did I say I needed? More, this. But I need gold plorts for these. So I have to, like, not only happen across a gold slime, but I also have to have something to feed it. And also, collect this plort and not immediately put it into the bank. I need to put it into the refinery. But since all is good here, I'm going to go to Ogden's. That's not the way to Ogden's place. I'm gonna go to Ogden's. I'm gonna pull out my one golden root or whatever that is, golden ginger. Passed it. Cause I have one golden ginger in the silo in here, and I'm just gonna like be packing that around with me, because we're going out to last stream. We got all of the treasure pods in the dry reef. This time we're going out and we're gonna get all the treasure pods in the moss blanket. And just in case we come across a gold slime, I'm gonna have this on me. I'm gonna be strapped. I'm also taking some chickens with me just in case we see a lucky slime. Alright, moss blanket, here we go. Guess I'll harvest my thingies while I'm here. Gracious me, it looks like you're on roller skates the way you're moving. Okay, that went way too far. That did not go far enough. Alright. My aim is bad today, I guess. Okay, so now that that's all taken care of, just gonna wander around and look for treasure pods. Best way to do that, in my opinion, is to get up high. Haha. See? Just that easy. We got a mossy tree. Can I stand on this? I can stand on this. This does not look like you should be able to stand on it. It's see-through. Why can I stand on this? Okay. Guess we're just gonna go from tree to tree and look for pods. Although that might be the only one that's like right around here. And I'm gonna stay high up as long as I can. Although, given that unlike the dry reef, the moss blanket is covered in, obviously, trees, it might be a bit harder to find them. Because they might be under tree cover. Oh, we got some decorations. Shh. Oh! That was a bad idea.